In the world of fast food, there was one unchallenged king, McDonald's. With thousands of stores, billions in sales, and a marketing behemoth that owned the landscape, McDonald's was invincible. But then came 2018, when Burger King did the unthinkable. Rather than attempt to outspend McDonald's, they outthought them. They pulled off one of the greatest marketing heists in history, stealing customers right out from under McDonald's golden arches. If you think that sounds too wild to be true, well, it is. But it did happen. And not only did it succeed, but it also brought on a jaw-dropping $6 billion sales boom. How did they manage to do it? By offering a 1-cent Whopper and a flash of marketing brilliance. Let's go back in time to 2018. The fast food battle was every bit as merciless as before, and McDonald's was on top. They had more restaurants, more customers, and a larger advertising budget than Burger King would ever have access to. Things were compounded further by the rise of mobile orders, and McDonald's was already aggressively promoting its app.
Burger King versus McDonald's has to be the all-time biggest rivalry in fast food. The standings are typically McDonald's sitting there way in the lead, with Burger King at a distant second.
Burger King realized they couldn't outspend their largest competitor. Going dollar for dollar on ad campaigns would be taking a butter knife to a shootout. So they chose to turn the game upside down. Rather than spending money on conventional ads, they chose to have McDonald's market for them. Burger King hatched a bold, almost brilliant plan. Sell a Whopper for 1 penny, but only if people bought it from within a McDonald's. Yes, that's right. Customers had to be within a McDonald's to trigger the promotion. As soon as they entered a McDonald's store, their Burger King app would turn on a Whopper coupon for 1 penny. Once they accepted the offer, the app would then take them away from McDonald's and directly to the closest Burger King to grab their burger.
Marketing campaign called the Whopper Detour, where they offered their Whoppers for only 1 cent, but with a small catch. Customers had to place their order within 600 feet of a McDonald's location using the Burger King app. This meant that people had to physically go to a McDonald's just to claim their 1-cent Whopper.
Let that settle in for a moment. Burger King made every single McDonald's store an advertisement for Burger King. If you think that's genius, yes, it is. In order to accomplish this feat, Burger King employed geofencing technology, a system that finds a user in close proximity to a given region. They designed their app to identify when someone was 600 feet from a McDonald's. The app would automatically initiate the 1-cent Whopper promotion once a user entered the geofenced area, but only if they ordered the food while inside McDonald's. This compelled McDonald's customers to interact with Burger King in ways never experienced before. They first needed to download the Burger King app, immediately increasing Burger King's online presence. Next, they needed to launch the app inside a McDonald's restaurant, which created a bizarre experience where McDonald's restaurants were actually assisting Burger King in poaching customers. Finally, once they had made their claim to the deal, they were forced to exit McDonald's and proceed to Burger King to collect their order. All McDonald's across America unwittingly became Burger King recruitment centers. This was not a marketing trick. It was a psychological move. McDonald's patrons weren't merely changing brands. They were actually leaving McDonald's and entering Burger King because of 1 cent. And once the internet got wind of it, things exploded.
Burger King tweeted this, and it did not go well. Twitter is a great place for companies to do marketing at no cost, and there are multiple ways how they do it. Well, 2 years ago, Burger King decided that the right way was to clickbait people with offensive tweets, and only below explained that they didn't mean any harm.
Social media erupted. People were tweeting, posting, and sharing screenshots of them unlocking the deal from inside McDonald's. The sheer ridiculousness of the stunt made it instantly viral. Everyone wanted to try it. Customers enjoyed the excitement of hacking the system, entering a McDonald's, ordering a Whopper, and then leaving the establishment for Burger King. It produced a FOMO effect, where no one wanted to be left out of the party. McDonald's was trapped. They couldn't prevent customers from using their phones within their restaurants. They couldn't block Burger King's app. They couldn't retaliate without making it an even greater story. Burger King had discovered the ultimate loophole. If you thought this was a mere novelty, think again. The Whopper Detour wasn't just a success. It was the stuff of legend. 1.5 million users downloaded the Burger King app in 9 days. This wasn't just a sales boost. It made Burger King #1 in the US App Store for food and beverage apps. McDonald's was helpless. They had invested billions fine-tuning their in-store experience, only to be used as a stepping stone for Burger King's victory. Burger King's online sales exploded, contributing to them raking in an estimated $6 billion in revenue growth. Let that figure sink in, $6 billion from a 1-cent burger promotion. Isn't it crazy? Being a lost store for longer and using a psychological trick, not only to fool customers, but also making a whopping $6 million. But why did Burger King think the strategy would work? What if it didn't work? That's a quite different story. But for now, the question is, why did it really work? There are a couple of things why this campaign was absolute marketing perfection. It stole McDonald's real estate, a whole real estate for their own advertisement. But it wasn't the kind of advertisement you usually see on the internet. Instead of battling head-to-head, Burger King made McDonald's into a means to crash more customers. It created a viral must-try experience. A 1-cent Whopper? People couldn't help themselves. It went viral, gaining millions in free marketing. That was a dopamine hit for most customers, and that pleasure made Burger King escalate their profit in days. It wasn't the only thing Burger King did. It altered customer behavior. Now that users had downloaded the Burger King app, they were now part of Burger King's digital universe, hanging out, waiting for deals and promotions to come. More deals, more promotions, and ultimately more money. That wasn't just a trick, it was a whole new experience. McDonald's didn't notice it coming, and by the time they did see what was going on, it was too late. They didn't sue. They didn't release a statement. Instead, they stood idle while Burger King stole their customers from right in front of them. But what McDonald's did learn was that digital engagement was the way of the future. Following the Whopper Detour, McDonald's intensified their own app promotions and began heavily investing in digital marketing campaigns. But let's be real, the damage was done. The Whopper Detour is evidence that you don't have to have the largest budget to succeed. You just have to be smarter than your competition. Use your opponent's strength against him. McDonald's had the largest footprint in fast food. Burger King flipped that on them. Get customers to change their behavior for you. The Whopper Detour made customers change behavior and preference in real time. Create an event out of a simple promo. A 1-cent Whopper wasn't just a bargain. It was a challenge, a game, an experience. If you believe that marketing is a matter of whoever spends most, then let your thoughts rethink. In 2018, Burger King demonstrated the value of intellect over expenditure. And now, 1 cent is $6 billion worth of the empire. Now that we are at the end of the video, what do you think about Burger King's strategy? Was it intellectual, or should Burger King have tried something more different? Let us know your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more exciting content ahead, as we are just getting started.